Yeah, I've gone live now. I was about to go live, and then you reminded me about.
That's very smart. I actually restarted the stream,
Yeah.
so everyone will get the good notification. Correct one. And pause my own preview. Alright, I'm pretty much ready. You want to start the show or you want to wait a minute?
I would say wait a couple minutes. Just talk a little bit and stuff. Let people come in, because I just went live. So it's probably
Oh, I
gonna
see
take
what
probably
you
gonna take some time.
because I'm still muted on my end.
Oh, really?
You should have told me. I'll go unmute. Because I always have background music when I go live, you know.
Yeah,
Racing the
I
Moon
usually do
soundtrack.
too.
Alright, unmuting now. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Great Ace Attorney with our lovely co-host,
Anya
Anya
the
the Nerd.
nerd.
How are you doing, Anya?
I'm doing great. I just watched a bunch of stuff with one of my friends. It was pretty great. Like
Good.
recently we watched one of the old Digimon movies that has like really good animation. I was surprised.
I love the old Digimon movies. Even the
Yeah.
first one is kind of janky, but still fun.
Yeah. My favorite has always been technically the second one, like second in Japan, but was made all into one movie here.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I just liked how like the two main characters were able to make their Digimons into one. I thought that was so cool as a kid.
Fair.
How have you been doing?
I'm doing pretty good. A bit of a long day at work, but other than that, I'm good. Bit sleepy, but you know, streaming always gives me a lot of energy, so
Yeah, same. I feel like, I don't know, like there's such a thing like a streamer's high.
it fades away after 6 hours.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah.
9 hour stream was too long. I don't
Yeah.
recommend it.
I don't know. I feel like 3 hours is a good amount for me.
Sure is. I can do 4. 4 is fine for me.
Yeah, same. Oh, good night, Soul.
Good night, soul. Have a good rest. It's late. Late for us EU people.
Yep.
Yup.
Because you guys are like 5 or 6 hours ahead.
Yeah. UK 5 and mainland Europe 6.
Yeah. I only memorized that because of two reasons. One, I was in the UK for a little while for a study abroad, and I had to remember about that when I was calling home.
Hi, Lulu. How are you
Hi,
doing today?
Lulu.
It is
What's
1
up?
a.m. Well, it's 2 a.m. here, but it's the same time as last time. Only
Yep.
on a different day.
Yep. But yeah, Lulu's the second reason why I know. Well, Lulu, we just started the stream. So
Yep. We haven't done anything yet, really. No, I won't go to bed. I have to stream. It's important to me to get this stream done so I can go on vacation with a calm heart.
Yep.
Gotta get my quota. I have a 2 stream a week quota. And I like
Yeah, I feel like every week I'm getting like more streams.
that.
I
Oh,
think when school starts, I'm gonna have to take one off. I think it'll be the Thursday one. I'll be
yeah,
like,
that's smart.
random games, gone.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have time for that.
It's good to strike a balance. Like I can't fit more than 2 or 3 streams in my schedule, so
Yeah.
kind of have to work around it, which is fine, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good number.
Yeah, I have to have like sort of a social life too. So
Yeah.
girlfriend who wants to see me every once in a while.
Yeah. Nah, streams are more important.
Yeah, I mean it is like my favorite hobby at the moment, so
Yeah.
I really enjoy doing it. What's the social life? Well, Lulu, you have a pretty big social life because all the conversation on Discord is also talking to other people, and you
That
do a lot
is
of that.
true.
Anyway, do you want to get into the game?
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's see if we still all remember our voices.
probably not.
We'll do our best.
Well done, Naruhodo. That was fantastic.
I don't even feel like I'm still alive.
Still, I can't believe it. Just look at you.
Yeet! It's a Zerd.
Hey, Azure. Hello. What's up?
What's up, indeed?
Flushed in sweat, legs trembling, eyes wandering, teeth clenched.
Butt's clenched.
And even in that sorry state, you were still able to seize the truth.
Hey, that's rude.
I think you might actually be well suited for this line of work.
Wait, you were my study buddy and you didn't think that before? Rude.
Nope.
Double rude.
I thought you were just a whining bitch.
Please, no. I think I've been put through enough of this horror for a lifetime.
Ha 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 ha. In any case, we finally dragged her out. The Phantom Woman is coming to the stand.
Ooh, using data. I hope you have a lot of data, Azure.
Lady Giselle Brett, an exchange student from the Great British Empire. right?
I see. That's what I was saying from the very beginning. At the time of the incident, Professor Watson wasn't alone. A young woman was with him.
Well, yes, you did say that.
One thing I have to do. Oh. One thing I do have confidence is my own observational skills, you know?
And that is true, Lulu. During my travels across the country, I found out that the hard way.
Yeah.
Right. By the way, speaking of that lady,
I mean, even if you like watch a YouTube video that she's AIDS data,
yeah,
gotta be careful.
the detective's interference let her get away in the chaos. But are you telling me you didn't see any of that happen?
No, I didn't. When I was about to leave the restaurant, I saw the pistol near Professor Watson. It was just lying there on the floor, so I picked it up. Bang. I had no idea to figure out where the gunshot had come from. Thanks to that
Bang,
waiter.
bang, he shot me down.
Bang, bang. Yeah, he hit the ground. Thanks to that waiter, suddenly charging at me with a very angry expression on his face. He grabbed hold of me and forcefully led me into the kitchen's back room.
Is there a way for me to share Mark's webcam? No.
No, not really. Discord's being really weird. And
Yeah.
not being able to pick up my webcam, but as you can see,
Yeah, because I
is-
can't see him.
Yeah, OBS is
on the
able to
Discord.
do it, but Discord doesn't want to pick up my cam, which is a bummer.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's just my curse. That's it. The Mac curse.
Curse.
Oh yeah, it's me.
It is.
Sounds like a pretty tactful tactful arrest. Just as I suspect. I can't speak apparently. From the good detective. Naruhodo's like, are you having a stroke?
After that, as far as what happened at the crime scene, I've absolutely no idea.
And yeah, I am an apple.
Revenge of the Big Mac. I think this is the old guy.
Hello again. That was a splendid job so far. Both of you.
Oh, I was correct.
Oh, Grandpa. Professor Mikotoba. It appears I was right about my hunch. The two of you make a good combination. You perform far better than I anticipated.
You asshole. Didn't you just come out and tell that from the very beginning? You wanted us to work together? Jeez.
He's like, oh, I guessed you guys would work. But I didn't really know. It's fine. I knew it. You set this whole thing up, didn't you, Professor? You schemed to take me off of Naruhodo's defense. I mean, he is also your study partner. He should be doing this too. doesn't really make sense. This country is still young. Its legal system is even younger. As such, we can't underestimate the worth of letting our students experience the world.
By getting me locked up? You're a
Yeah.
weird old man, Grandpa.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go to prison. Prison.
It's a Pringles prison.
Yeah. Gotta eat those inmates.
Nom nom.
I did not want your exchange trip to be suspended, so I intervened. But still, what good would I be if I can't even save my best friend? I'd be a pathetic man.
Yeah, Professor Oak is kind of a dick too.
That is true. I just read it and I was like, that is a point.
Oh, I have this Pokemon for you. Who are you again?
And
My
so,
grandson.
oh wait, no, wrong.
Wrong voice. Totally, Lulu.
Why am I so bright?
I don't know. Maybe your screen
was
lets off
weird.
a lot of light.
Oh, it is my screen. Oh well. And so, if I cannot save him, I will resign from the exchange trip myself.
Save it.
I don't know what's up with me today. What? I am tired.
It's fine. It's fine. Or hey, your name is Assface. That's good. Huh? Do you realize what you're saying?
I'm not surprised. I thought you might say that. Say what?
Sorry.
So, everything comes down to you then.
Feel looked at. Huh? Me? Sir?
Prove your own innocence and expose the truth behind this murder. I would love to learn what really happened. After all, I can't say I'm completely unaffected by this incident.
Think of it. Professor Mikotoba mentioned that earlier, didn't he? Professor? Could it be that you were acquainted with the victim?
Well, yes, I was. Maybe a little bit. The one who formally invited me, not me, invited the late John H. Watson to teach here as a professor was none other than me.
Huh? Really?
I didn't know that either. Well, whatever the case may be, this is going to be a showdown. Yeah, I can't read, I don't know. The murder victim was a professor from Britain, one whose name holds great sway. Our government wishes to convict a criminal as soon as time permits. And adding to that headache, the opponent we are about to face is someone the Imperial Police did their best to hide. A British student, and a lady at that.
Yo, it's back. Let's go. Wi-Fi for everyone.
Yay! Azure has returned, rising from the ashes.
Is Azure a phoenix?
Absolutely. He'll rise like a phoenix every time.
What a legend. I like your shirt, by the way, Azure. Very cool. Go ahead.
It's actually a dress.
Is it?
Yeah. This is gonna warp your mind. Are you ready for this?
That looks really nice.
There we go.
It's a cute dress. But I was complimenting Azure, by the way, if you knew.
How could you see Azure's shirt?
Because Azure shared a shirt in Discord.
Oh, really? I thought you just mixed up our names.
No. But it does look good to dress.
Thanks. Anyways. Maybe I'm not wearing a shirt.
Ooh. Well, the Sonic shirt you shared on Discord. Very cool.
Yeah, I am an idiot. Lulu, you already know this from our streams. It's a fact.
That's fair.
I imagine the prosecution will corner you by twisting all of those influences in their favor. But I know you two are ready to fight to the bitter end. Make sure you win this trial.
Hey! Sir!
Oh, yeah. That reminds me. I would like you to return to the university immediately. We may need some insurance.
Oh, so I am an idiot. You're totally right. Like, Mary's Dog's color on Discord, it's like a teal azure kind of color, and that threw me off. Jeez, I'm an idiot.
Ah, okay.
Lulu's so smart.
Lulu has the one brain cell
Yup,
out of all of us.
apparently.
Understood. I will return at once. Kazuma, I wish you luck.
Wow.
Defend it! Recess is about to end. Return to the courtroom immediately. It's time. I'm counting on you, Ibo. Let's cut these old fools' brittle claims to pieces. That was a weird line.
Hey, that's a hooky?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I know. For what? We're partners here, so there's no need to be like that.
If you hadn't placed your faith in me, I'm sure I would have been found guilty a long time ago.
I have faith in the man I know you to be. An idiot. As an attorney, and as a friend. In both those situations, you're always an idiot. And you still survive.
You're my best buddy. If I'm ultimately declared guilty in this trial, so you will really step down from the exchange ship. That's the kind of guy he is. And I will go to prison forever. Like,
Wah, wah, wah.
I have the feeling that's the more weighted.
Yeah, because, like, Naruhodo's like, the battle ahead doesn't just affect me, but he's just giving up an exchange trip, while Naruhodo will go to prison.
Probably forever, because it's old-timey Japan. The battle ahead doesn't just affect me. No matter who the opponent may be, I cannot afford to lose. I guess you're right. I'll save my gratitude for after the trial.
Just be ready to treat me to the usual beef hot pot at the cafeteria when we're done here.
Yum.
An extra large serving, of course.
Suplex me. I dare you. 22nd of November, 12:09 p.m. Supreme Court, courtroom number 2. Murmur, murmur.
Watermelon, watermelon, watermelon.
Right, old man voice. So we have this old man voice and
This old man voice.
all right, we're good. The court will now resume the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Auchi, what's the situation regarding the new witness?
It went well, Your Honor. The summons was somehow successful. Now, because of a certain boy, our government is pressed to devise a response to Britain.
Well, sorry?
Yes, he is. Azure. Santa Mark needs to settle down.
Never!
Corresponding in a timely manner is the government's job. I fail to see the problem. It's their fault, not ours. The problem is that, thanks to this uproar, our relationship with Britain has likely worsened. Are you trying to break the treaty and doom the Japanese Empire to a future of mediocrity?
I'm very sorry.
A treaty formed with an easily angered empire isn't worth the paper it's written on. He has a point.
True.
I still fail to see the problem. get wrecked.
Get wrecked, son.
But what? What does wrecked mean in this situation? It means you're owned, bro.
You can say
A
pone.
secret trial. A secret trial to appease a foreign government. Careless investigation. Hiding a witness. We pay lip service. We pay lip service by calling that justice. Which empire does this court really belong to? Silent! Know your place, student.
Don't
You
we all know
children
to run?
understand nothing. Our empire is in a precarious position. I'll have you know. We grow so we may stand among the powers. These times call for profound political strategy. Broadening our horizons to Britain and beyond will forge the future of our empire.
I'm still waiting for Ouchie to smash down his fan with breaking in half.
Like, our empire, oh shoot.
I'm just an ordinary student, but I don't know much about politics or anything, but standing here in the Supreme Courtroom, I can feel the truth in Hosogi's words. An empire without justice couldn't possibly have a future. That's just what I think.
Huh? Well said, Naruhodo. Darting eyes aside.
Where's Darting Eyes?
Damn you!
Very well then. The Supreme Court is our empire's highest bastion of law. It exists for the sake of justice. This court now orders you all to resume the trial. Call the next witness right now. The exchange student from the British Empire, Miss Giselle Brett, coming in through the right door. Must take the stand.
Yes.
Smash.
Yes, Your Honor!
Look at that hat.
Oh, greetings, greetings. Oh wait, I gave him like the old man voice. Oh, greetings, greetings. My, you must have endured quite the journey. Welcome to Japan.
How good is your British accents?
It's bad.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Someone,
I-
please, fetch me some tea. Our British greeting always starts and ends with black tea. Of course.
Is that true?
My, like, British accent is non-existent. And most of the time I can't even do it. Don't know, don't care.
Just remember to pronounce every T.
I'll try. Ahem.
Honestly.
Now, witness. Would you please grace us with your name and occupation?
Ah, yes, sir. My name is Sutoro Hosonaga. I'm currently working as a waiter.
Shut up! I'm not asking you.
Ladies first. A proper British greeting always starts and ends with the lady.
Is that true?
Don't know, don't care. More importantly, though, you said this earlier. One thing I do have confidence is in my own observational skill. Right?
Oh, well, yeah, I think I did say that.
Yet when you described her, all you said was that she was a young woman. Yeah, the big hat. Was that really all you could come up with? You might be blinder than a bat, Naruhodo. But that's not a surprise to me.
I have no rebuttal.
Anyway, let us start over. I can't find his voice anymore. Where did it go?
It's gone.
When is your name and occupation? If you please.
Sushi!
Hi,
How's it
Sushi.
going?
What's up?
How's your day?
I can't read that.
Yeah, me neither.
I think it's supposed to be like she's speaking in English, and everyone's like, what?
Probably. Just make something up. It'll
Tea
do.
and crumpets. Hi, Owen.
Hey,
Lulu's
Owen.
gonna hate me.
How's your day, Owen? Tea and crumpets. I'm good, Sushi. How are you? Gonna have to work in a little bit. Well, I hope you enjoy work, and there's always, as always, the VOD you can watch because it's gonna be good. Because we have
You say
Tea and
that
Crumpets.
every time, Lulu. And then you never do. I love you. Oh, milady? Pardon my rudeness, but what did you just say?
Oh heck yeah, Sushi. No. I can replace you, Lulu. That won't work.
Why is everyone leaving me? I am so sorry.
Tea and crumpets. Big Bad Chibio. Oh, she says her name is Giselle Brett. She hails from London. At present, she's a research exchange student in Imperial Yume's medical program.
Oh, your English words carry such surprising richness to my ears, milady. Even if I, ouchie, cannot understand what you speak, I will follow the beauty of your voice.
Ouchie, ouchie.
From what I can hear. We can trust the detective to translate her testimony accurately.
How are you so sure?
I understood the word Giselle.
Whoa! You've convinced me. Immediately. Oh,
I
that's
honestly,
right.
I was trying to think of a word that she just said, and I couldn't think of anything except for her name. I don't even remember if that was her name. I already forgot.
It's good to hear your day's gotten better, Sushi. I hope you have the bestest day at work.
Yeah, same. I love you. Oh, my heart.
Amazing work, Sogi. Your preparation for the exchange trip really came in handy. Also, I learned English. What a legend.
You as well, Naruhodo. It seems that your time in the English department is not just for show.
Now then, noble witness! We are very sorry for asking this of you, but we would like you to testify in this courtroom right now. Before dinner, because this is really lingering. 3 days ago, at the scene of the terrible murder at La Quantos, you were sitting at the same dining table as the late Professor Watson. Is that correct? What did you say?
Crumpets!
That'll work. That's a long way to say yes.
Oh, she says yes.
Oh, this is going to get annoying really fast.
I said I can't do it. Oh my gosh. This woman, this exchange student doesn't even know our tongue. What the heck?
She says she had to leave the scene due to an emergency. She deeply apologized. She had no options but to leave due to important appointment at the university. A man being shot right next to her, that doesn't really matter to her. That's what
So
any
cheap
person
you
would do.
have. For someone who personally allowed her to escape.
I was simply following the special orders issued to me by the police headquarters.
Do excuse me, my lady, but would you kindly take a look at this photograph? I keep trying to find the voice and it's not there. When the incident occurred, you
That's
were
it.
unfortunately at the scene of the crime. That was it.
That was it. Now hold
That
it.
means you have seen the moment of the crime with those beautiful eyes of yours.
Creepy. Oh, she says it was a most frightful and sad spectacle to behold, but I had to leave and say cheerio.
Cheerio.
She did see it.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me. Yes, Your Honor. It seems like she indeed witnessed the crime unfold. The defendant right there. He's the one who fired at the victim. That's her testimony for the moment of the crime.
Order! Order! I still haven't had my order. Man, I'm so hungry. Order in the court.
There. There you have it, Your Honor. This is exact and irrefutable proof.
It's not proof.
Yeah, it really isn't. It seems it's been made clear. This is our true opponent.
As much as I would rather not ask you for it, witness, please give us your testimony. Tell us what you saw with your own eyes during that frightful and sad spectacle. Oh, I've got tears in my eyes already from thinking all the sandwiches I haven't eaten yet.
Yes.
Hey, Al. How's it going?
Hey, Al. What's up?
Teen Crumpets is your band name. It's a good band name. It's a like British folk. That day, I had joined Professor Watson for a rather late lunch. The professor wasn't able to eat, so I ordered a beefsteak for myself. The accused introduced himself to the professor, but they quickly started arguing. Then, right before my eyes, the student took the professor's pistol and shot him. It was a terrible sight. Oh my god. I had no firearm on my person, so it is simply impossible for me to have done the crime, for which I have no evidence at all. You just have to take my word for it. Wink wink. I'm a woman, you know? Can't believe me. I swear, I had no dispute with the professor.
Do not interrupt. I'm getting all the voices mixed up. The word of one with a cold black heart against the word of a noble white flower. There we go. Who do you think we'll trust? Even a cold black eyesore such as yourself should know.
Ah.
Naruhodo, didn't you learn anything earlier? You gotta press. Foolishly raising your hand isn't gonna change your situation. It's about time you learn. You idiot.
It's just so frustrating, man. Why did you do this to me, man? Why doesn't
Because
he
I
love me,
can.
man?
I'll beat you up anytime.
I was on the scene as well, just after that. When I relayed the testimonies of the lady and the two earlier witnesses to headquarters, it was concluded that this woman was not involved, so she was sent home.
But then why did you try to hide it? Now, if only the two witnesses' testimonies were legitimate.
In any case, this woman is wearing the same clothing as she did on the day of the incident. How about that huge dress or the huge hat? As you can see, there's no place where she could have concealed the pistol except everywhere.
Yeah, he just mentioned it.
Oh, I think I could hide a single pistol just about anywhere, though.
And unless you can demonstrate this hiding place to us, you're spouting mere conjecture.
Yeah, she just barfed it up before. This dress has no pockets. There's no place to hide a pistol.
And she
That's what
opens her
says.
mouth, and then the pistol just shoots out, and that's how he dies.
Darn. I'd like to turn that woman upside down and give her a good shake, just to be sure.
Naruhodo, what?
What?
Better not be thinking of anything violent, Naruhodo.
I'm not. Just a little shake. Just a shake. I can't help it. I wasn't the one who fired the gun, so there must have been another one.
Lulu, please. Please, no. Yes, exactly. That woman must have concealed it somehow.
Dude.
That's what we need to prove. And for that to happen, we have to destroy her testimony, no matter what.
Very well. Defense, I order you to begin your cross-examination.
Huh? Your Honor? Alright, here we go.
Okay, so
Alright.
that day I had joined the professor.
Professor Watson.
I don't know why. It
That
was like
makes
I was looking at Professor and Watson at the same time. And I kind of tried to combine them.
She wasn't able to eat, so we ordered beef stick for herself. Yeah, that makes sense. This is what's weird. I want to press this, but let's continue a little bit further.
Wait, let me see what all of them are.
Then right before my eyes, the student took the professor's pistol and shot him. I had no firearm on my person, so it is simply impossible for me to have done the crime.
Wait, go to the second one.
Professor wasn't
The
able to eat.
professor was able to eat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, no. It is a little weird though.
What about
Why did they go to this place if the professor couldn't even eat?
Because they had like,
Profatsin.
Because she wanted. No, this doesn't sound weird to me at all.
I don't know.
I mean, they clearly had an appointment.
Yeah, but then, like, he went to this appointment, and
I mean, there was coffee on the table, so maybe you just had a coffee.
yeah. No, I don't know.
Like, that doesn't sound weird to me. And that's also something we've already pursued. So,
Go back. Can you check the evidence?
of course.
Can I look at the image again?
Ball of wine.
Oh, wait! Look! Why is he sitting there? Because look! The beefsteak! It's right there! Why is it there? Why is he here? Why does he have the beefsteak?
He was sitting over there. I don't know. But he couldn't have eaten it himself.
Wait. I feel like it's coming back to me. What if she's the one who couldn't eat and he was the one eating?
But the medical report is on his name, not hers.
Is it?
Yeah,
Can we look at it again?
we can. The victim had a tooth pulled and was forbidden to consume anything other than water.
Can we look at it? written by the doctor.
By a doctor.
Prepare
A
anesthesia,
dentist.
tooth extraction. That's when they pull the tooth out. But it's still weird that the beefsteak is on his side.
Yeah, but I think that's just coincidence.
But if we use our knowledge of Sherlock Holmes, Watson is the doctor. So
Yeah, but
is
he
it
is-
possible that he's actually the doctor and she's the patient?
Yeah, but Dr. Watson isn't a dentist.
That is true. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Yeah. If you think it's nothing, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
I want to press this because we know it's not true. We don't have any evidence that clearly indicates something, I think.
Oh, Lulu is backing me up. She says that's because it is weird. Because it's on his side.
I think that is
See?
just to throw you off on the first part of the trial, because this photo is used in the first part and the steak's right there, and just, you know, like the picture is only so big. 3DS screen is not that big,
That is true.
so I think it's just a way of drawing it.
Yeah, I would say just press what you think it should be. I mean, we have multiple tries.
That's true. Let's press. Third. I wasn't trying to pick a fight or an argument. I saw the professor, so I walked over to introduce myself, that's all. I understand your complaint, but there's little I can do about it. No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the woman standing next to you. For starters, just what were the professor and I supposedly arguing about? That might be difficult to answer. Why? The reason is that Miss Brett doesn't seem to understand Japanese, but she does study at a Japanese university for some reason.
Yeah, it's like, I think she does, but we have to prove that she does. And she's like pretending. But I might be remembering wrong.
I think we're on to something.
Oh! Yes, indeed.
Hey, fuck you, Ouchie.
Japanese is a worthless language anyway. Now is the time for our youth to learn English. The actual useless language.
With all the
Prosecutor
exceptions.
Alchi
All the exceptions.
Prosecutor Alchi seems to believe English will be the language of many generations to come.
Ow.
Oh my gosh!
That lady's telling a bold-faced lie with such a calm look on her face. I just have to find an opening. Even the smallest detail is fine. Anyway, it would seem that after the argument, the accused returned to his own table.
If I recall, you said as much yourself.
Ah, yes. I still had some coffee left to finish.
Very well. Next, regarding your movement.
Wait, what? Returned to his table to finish his coffee? After what? Introducing himself? But he allegedly shot him after he introduced himself, right?
I'm now forgetting. No, it was he went to get coffee, then he was gonna leave, and then that whole thing happened. Or something.
Alright, let's read. After I finished my coffee, I was getting ready to leave the restaurant. So that wasn't wrong because we haven't lost a badge.
Yeah, but it wasn't necessarily right either because we also didn't gain anything from it. Like, we didn't learn anything new. The way these pressing things work is, depending on the situation, pressing can be relatively easy to do because unless you do something like really crazy, you're not going to lose anything for it. It's only like in the later game usually where if you press too much, you get penalized. Or in certain situations.
Alright.
Yeah, so normally you can press whatever you want.
No,
as Al just said.
Never. This is my first Ace Attorney. I'm gonna try and get some more hints out of it, so I'm gonna press this. Because I still don't have conclusive evidence on how to get her.
Yeah, Lulu, remember, I don't know if you were there actually, but during a stream in the past, I think it was a Sweet Fuse stream, we talked about the fact that Mark had never played an Ace Attorney game, which is what led to deciding to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a step ladder in this game? I don't remember. I honestly don't. Like, Mark, I don't know if you know this, but the step ladder versus ladder debate is like a meme in this game series.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Oh, look at that! It's Yosoi with the raid! Welcome on in, raiders!
Ayo!
Some Ace Attorney. Hope you're all welcome in. If for some reason you've never been here, I very much welcome you. Please go to my lovely friend Anya and pop her a nice little follow so she can get that one step closer to affiliate.
Yeah. I'm getting there. Rushing over there.
I did not shoot him. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not shoot him. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
That was so good. That sounded so legit.
I've seen that clip probably like a million times.
Like, everything was so good about that. Did you see the movie basically about the behind the scenes of that movie? The Disaster Artist?
Disaster Artist. No, I still haven't seen that, but that's definitely on my list, and I totally forgot about it, so thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I watched it with my brother a while back. It was pretty funny.
Anyway, like I said, I never attacked him. Hey, Osoi, how's it going? How was your stream?
Like I said, Naruhodo, that claim holds no water on its own. It's baseless. I didn't think even my own partner would scold me like... Oh wait, no, that's you.
I didn't think even my own partner would scold me like that.
We accidentally became one being. Regardless, you've already admitted this much, namely that when the gunshot rang out, you were holding a pistol.
Yup, that's true. I'm good, Osoi.
Can I admit insanity?
I'm good. I'm enjoying this. Alright, that's true, but when I was leaving, the gun was on the floor next to Professor. All I did was pick it up. In fact, I'd say at the time, the lady was closer to him than...
That's quite enough, you wretched schoolboy. Schoolboy.
Wretched?
Your baseless accusations will turn this into an international incident. However, her testimony is in the same boat when it comes to a lack of evidence. What are you on about?
The lady is simply telling us what she saw with her own two eyes. Well, if you ask me, this is already an international incident. Oh, jeez. I don't know, man.
I say go with my gut and press the second one. I just feel like that's the right one. Feel it in my bones.
Press the second one?
Yeah. Like, I feel like I remember pursuing this, but I don't know if this was now or later.
Oh, we'll
as the
try.
problem.
Start! Wasn't able to eat. You're referring to the professor's visit to the hot clinic, right? That is correct. You didn't even ask her.
By the way, did the lady know of this fact?
Yes, she heard about the tooth extraction on the same day. So then, you did eat this beefsteak after all. That is correct. The photograph shows how the scene appeared at the time. So frightful and sad spectacle. At the time, huh?
Indeed! What a tragic event! To have come to this far eastern country as a guest, only to be entangled in such an incident!
Oh. Ouchie see.
I, Ouchie, will become a wrathful god and sink my fist into the criminal's face! Hiya!
Fight me, bro. Throw down in the courtroom.
Come at me!
Come
I'll
at me.
beat you up! So the late Professor Watson didn't ingest anything then.
That's right. Other than the carbonated water. Carbonated water? Well, he couldn't have a real meal. He was allowed to drink. So So the two of us made a toast, she says. A toast with carbonated drinks, huh?
So what do you think of this testimony? I think it's important.
I'm just checking it one more time to see if there's anything about carbonated stuff. Consumption of
Anything but water is strictly prohibited for 3 hours after treatment. Wait, go back to the crime scene photo. Yeah, that one. No, not that one. The other one. That one. But there's only one glass.
That's
Is there
true.
another glass?
No.
No.
There's a vase. Maybe she drank out of that.
You should just chug in the vase.
That's a good point. So my answer is very important. Probably.
Yeah.
I think that the lady's testimony may hide some deeper meaning.
Oh ho 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 ho! That's very interesting. What kind of meaning does it hold, pray tell? Your mom.
She couldn't drink because the gun was in her mouth. I'm sorry.
The defense requests that the witness's last statement be added to her testimony. Ha! You slipped past that one well.
Now then, my lady, wouldn't you please add that statement to your testimony for us?
I'm heavily obliged, she says. Wow, Wasogi, I'll remember those words you just said.
What are you talking about?
When the time's ripe, I'm definitely gonna start using that in everyday conversation.
Could you please put effort into learning the more important things? Naruhodo ran out of air at the last second.
Professor and I made a toast using carbonated water and wine glasses.
Okay,
Present
yeah, present.
picture.
Yeah, that one.
A bowl of sparkling water and a plate of steak lunch are on the victim's table.
Yeah, that one.
Present?
I think. Yeah.
Let's do it. Start! That's it. I'd like you to confirm something regarding this photograph. The lady herself just told us that the spectacle within this photograph was exactly how the scene looked at the time. That is correct. Except, that's, strange, really strange.
You're the strange one here. Been unable to properly slam your desk even once.
I've slammed my desk a couple times. Nope.
What exactly do you think is so strange about this photograph?
I'm referring to the toast they made.
The toast?
Yeah, did you do it with the vase? That's weird. The lady said she made a toast using carbonated water and wine glass. But that doesn't make sense. The table should have 2 glasses on it.
Oh, you're right. There's only a single wine glass.
No matter how you look at it, that's just a trivial matter. There's no way that a single wine glass could have any impact on this case. You think that's trivial?
Sure.
Don't make me laugh. It is... Oh, wait, no. Is it also trivial when the police conceal evidence to protect this woman?
Oh, that's nonsense. I would never perform such a foolish act.
Except you just did.
Then, shouldn't there be 2 wine glasses? I mean, think about it. They made a toast. Yes, you do have a point. While posing as a waiter, I brought 2 wine glasses to their table, but...
Detective, what did she say? What did she just say?
Pay your taxes when the time's right. And then the law comes to impound your home. Evidently, the one who removed the wine glass was none other than Miss Giselle Brett herself. What? I had been so shocked by the events that had unfolded before my very eyes that I ended up hiding the fact that I had been there, against my better judgment. What's that, Blake Gibson? A location? What does that mean? Anyway, welcome on in.
Why?
Oh,
Sorry.
you can actually read that.
Yeah. Sorry. You see? It's a trivial issue after all.
What?
Before the fair lady's eyes, this university student killed the British man. You can't. What?
Sorry.
You can't put her at fault for hiding 1 or 2 wine glasses in such a situation.
That's absurd.
Or could it be that you are condemning this frail foreign beauty's sense of playfulness?
What the hell are you on about?
He's trying to say, like, she just wanted to do it for fun. And, like, why would you mess with her for that?
No. Please don't just dismiss something like this as mere playfulness. What?
By the way, how exactly did she hide the wine glass? I thought she didn't have any place on her body.
She said she took it from the scene by placing it within a small handbag she had with her.
Is that a handbag that can have a gun?
A handbag?
It's a small, fashionable bag that ladies in the British Empire use to hold personal items.
Also, yes, Azure. Absolutely. With this,
Muppet.
we've established that the lady took the wine glass from the scene. But does it really matter? The wine glass is completely irrelevant to the case at hand.
Hmm?
Lulu just shoots me. Dead.
Dead. Rip.
Rest in pieces. This is just the desperate last stand of an evil university student grasping at straw. There is no need for the court to hear any more of any more of his irrelevant points or false accusations.
Hey, my accusations aren't false.
Indeed. But as long as we know the reason why she took the wine glass with her, then it has nothing to do with the incident at hand. The defense must accept that. Is that understood, attorney? Hmm?
Huh? That's... I wonder.
At this rate, if we want to continue to press this issue, we first need to prove that it is an important topic worth discussing.
Yeah.
Like the fact that she has a handbag.
Yeah, right. Call attention to the handbag. Let's click it.
Yeah. Nah, there's nothing of importance.
Please hold on a moment. She put the wine glass in her handbag?
Indeed. It is nothing out of the ordinary. Every lady in the Great British Empire owns a handbag after all.
Lulu, do you own a handbag?
Mark asking the real question.
She probably does, doesn't she? As I recall, Miss Brett made a certain claim earlier. This dress has no pockets. There's no place to hide a pistol. However, now we know she has the handbag. Wouldn't it be possible for her to hide her pistol in the handbag?
Oh!
There's my eyebow. I thought you would notice that contradiction. What do you mean by that? You dirty little... Simple.
Al, what kind of hands?
The defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, picked up a fallen pistol and heard a gunshot. I don't know why I said so weirdly. Since he did not pull the trigger of the pistol he was holding, there must have been another gun. Think of it as the true murder weapon. You can't mean...
Detective. Yes. Did you check the contents of Miss Brett's handbag? No, I did not expect it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. So in other words, the other gun, the real murder weapon is... Could it have possibly been hidden within Mrs. Brett's handbag?
What did you say?
Not at all.
Order. Order in this court! Basketball court! Let's shoot some hoops, bro!
Heck yeah, I'm good at basketball. Unlike being a lawyer.
True.
Detective, How do you explain this?
Explain what, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Why did you fail to check the inside of that handbag yourself? This lady has been forced to put up with false accusations due to your lack of diligence. You did it. You did it, Hypo. With this, you've seized the opportunity to tear down her facade. You've seized the means of production.
Hell yeah, brother. D- Do you really think so? um, oh my goodness. You have no faith in your Imperial Police, I see. It's true. I did not check the contents of the lady's handbag, because there was no need to do so. What do you mean? I must thank the student attorney over there.
I hated that.
He has reminded me of a piece of evidence I had forgotten to show the court. This is the photograph here. How could you forget that?
It happens all the time.
Oh, I took this photograph as a precaution after the incident occurred. As
You
can
really
see.
did take the glass.
Hmm.
Also, what's with the arm?
Yeah, it looks kind of weird. Like he has a bull tattoo on his hand. As you can see, Mrs. Brett's handbag is quite visible in the picture. Like, we talked about the glass and everything. Like, how could he not remember it? This is so weird.
What? Nani?
Because he deliberately did not reveal it.
You can clearly see inside of her handbag because it's all mesh and shit.
Oh, see you later, Al.
Have
Have
fun
a
at
good
work,
time
Al.
at work.
We'll see you later. Oh, exactly, Your Honor. This is a handbag woven from leather straps. It seems to be in vogue in London high society.
Hey, my word! A handbag that so clearly reveals its content. That's super convenient, isn't it?
Why? That was why there was no need to inspect it. Josh, Visor. How's it going?
Oh, hey, Visor. What's up? How you doing?
How you doing? After all, if there was a pistol inside, it would have stood out immediately. By the way, Visor, I thought exactly the same thing as you did, so now I'm playing it, because I've never played Ace Attorney before. Therefore, the lack of a pistol would mean that Miss Brett is innocent. Wow. Again, I express my gratitude to you for this chance to reveal more evidence, young student. Ah. No! I was going great.
Order! Hold! Detective, I order you to hand over that photograph as evidence this instant.
As you wish, Your Honor. Photograph of the handbag has been filed in the court record. Let's take a look at it.
I hereby conclude the cross-examination of the witness.
Court record. Picture details. Use magnifying glass. On it. It does look like a bull, but I can't inspect it for some reason.
Maybe it's too early.
Maybe.
Because I'm guessing we'll be able to look at it later.
Rip.
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 We're too busy having an existential crisis.
Mm-hmm.
The opinion of the court is that, with this photograph, all relative evidence is at hand. As long as there isn't a problem with this photograph, all doubts surrounding this case have been cleared. All that remains is to render a verdict.
I have a feeling that arm is not Professor Watson's arm.
You think? I honestly don't remember. In other words, there is only one conclusion. No one was capable of committing the crime except for the student prostrated on his desk. If I can talk.
No. As soon as I thought we were headed toward the great turnabout, instead we were shut down before we could ever even gain traction. Zoe?
Oh wait, no, that's. I'm sorry. Now that the cross-examination is over, there's no way for us to keep prolonging this trial.
Nani? Then the verdict will be... The verdict will be...
Gomena sai. Absolutely, Azure. I do that every day. You put up a good fight for a know-nothing student. I'll give you that. However, putting up a fight in the face of a fair judgment is futile. Reflect on the fact and... Reflect on that fact to your heart's content from the comfort of your cell.
Is this the end? I'm going to be sent to jail for a crime I didn't even commit? Is that my fate? Oh my god. And what about Asogi? This is going to make him give up his dream of studying abroad. And I'm going to jail forever. Forever.
Yeah. That's the real issue.
Hey, Asogi.
What do you want?
Are we really out of options?
You heard the judge. As long as there are no problems with that detective's photograph,
I have a problem with it.
the trial cannot continue. It's impossible. Do you guys not see the weird thing with his arm? Y'all are idiots.
Very well then. The court shall now proceed to hand down its judgment. It will be prison for you, boy. Ha 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 ha.
It seems that the report to the Great British Empire can be made without further delay. Damn it. Azure.
Look at this graph. That was my best Nickelback impression.
Yeah.
Please wait, Your Honor.
No.
I don't think you should pass the verdict yet.
What are you going about now, amateur? When the trial is over and a conclusion is reached, the judge passes down his verdict. Are you an idiot? That is the fundamental rule that exists within the walls of this Supreme Court.
But His Honor very clearly said, as long as there isn't a problem with this photograph, all doubts surrounding this case have been cleared. All that remains is to render a verdict. Therefore, in the event that there is a huge problem with this evidence, the trial can't end here.
Are you delusional? The only purpose of this photograph is to show what was in her handbag. How could you see a problem with it?
I understand the defense's point of view. We have not yet taken the time to examine this photograph closely. However, I cannot think of any clue that could be gleaned from the contents of this handbag.
Ha! As if there ever was one. I'm tired of hearing this student's desperate false accusation.
This objection is definitely not desperate. I'll have you know. I know for sure that there's something in this photograph that stands out. It's the bull tattoo.
Well,
Yeah,
very
and
well
all of
then.
you guys are stupid for not noticing.
We will grant the defense one last opportunity, and it will be the last because I want to eat my frickin' dinner. I already skipped lunch, you know.
Come again?
I will smack you with my hammer if you don't listen to Daddy. This trial may or may not end immediately, depending on what you have to say, boy.
Judge,
Understood.
you know, I'm kind of into this.
Yes, Your Honor.
In the photograph that Detective Hoshinaga submitted as evidence, please proceed to point out the significant problem in this photograph.
Now we
The
can click
bull
it,
tattoo.
Sam.
Present.
Please take a look right here. On the victim's wrist, you can see a mysterious scar.
Indeed. It looks like a burn. Burned, bro. Ooh.
Ding.
You! I was wondering what you might blurt out in your desperation. But really? That has absolutely nothing to do with the lady's handbag, does it?
That is indeed a scar from a burn.
Could you elaborate, detective?
The police had noticed the burn as well during the inspection of the corpse. However, since it had nothing to do with the cause of death, it was left out of the records.
Oh! I remember now. Ha. I just jumped the gun earlier. Whoopsie. Now it's important. That would only be fair. I keep doing that. Where it's like I know these are important, and then I try and bring it into the forefront before it's important. Because even establishing precisely when the victim suffered the burn would be impossible to begin with.
The more I look at this, the more I think there's something strange about this scar, you know. It looks like a bull. Can't you see it? Like the two horns are right there. Also looks like something else, but we can't tell that on stream because, you know, TOS. But Prosecutor Ouch is correct. As long as no clear connection to the case, it is irrelevant. I do not see any further investigate. What? Oh, I don't see any need to further investigate this burn mark.
Unfortunately, Your Honor, the time for her to dine with the heads of the university is quickly approaching. If it is all right, the witness would like to kindly request that she be allowed to leave.
Oh, but of course. That is not a problem at all.
That's really suspicious.
Your Honor, please, let us hand down the verdict at once.
I'm still debating my inner self. What do you think, inner self?
I don't know, boss.
Okay.
No, explain yourself. Are you saying that this burn mark is somehow related to the case?
To tell you the truth, I don't really know myself, but if I just stand idly by, it's gonna be all over for me. I'll be done skis. No matter what, I have to keep pushing forward, even if I'm just grasping at straws.
Yeah, you're right.
So cute.
If we can prove a connection between this burn mark and the incident at hand, we may be able to wrench open a door that once locked for us. What now? There's no way you can possibly pull that off.
We cannot afford to waste time listening to baseless conjecture.
In other words, all we need to do is show you evidence, Your Honor. Proof that links the burn mark to the incident.
That is correct.
Truth be told, I had overlooked this mysterious burn mark. However, the moment you pointed it out in the photograph, I did not overlook the sudden darts that overtook the witness's face.
Nani? My only option is to establish a connection between the burn mark and the crime. But what to do? This is really, really important. I cannot mess this up. I have to find the evidence that will reveal the truth behind this burn mark. Smash.
Now, I order the defense to present evidence to the court. What evidence establishes a connection between the burn mark and this trial?
It's not a school bag. It's not a post-mortem.
Maybe it's the crime scene? Yeah, I think it's a crime scene. If I remember this right.
But why?
Well, look at the crime scene. Not this one. The crime scene. Look what's there.
Oh!
See, I remembered. And that's why I was like, earlier I jumped the gun. Because Because I was like, I remember that there's something weird about the fact that it's there. And now I know why. I remembered.
This is the same photograph as before.
No, I think photographs really are an extraordinary invention. Things are easily overlooked by the untrained eye. Can be recorded eternally for all to see.
That's pretty deep.
Deep
And?
as ever.
What are you getting at? Tell us what we're supposed to see. I cannot allow your needless charade to waste any more of Milady's time.
I hope you'll be willing to grace us with your presence for a short while longer, miss. The connection we're looking for is very clearly shown on this photograph. Why did the victim have such a mysterious burn mark on his body? What was the cause? The cause?
A bluff as obvious as that won't work on me. You would do well to present your evidence immediately. What do you suppose caused the victim's burn mark?
Sir!
The beefsteak?
The beefsteak isn't the important part. It's the iron plate under the meat.
The plate. Oh!
What's the matter, Your Honor?
Whoa!
And he just falls. He's like, dumb.
This iron plate bears a certain insignia. It's safe to assume that it's the mascot of Laquantos. The insignia on this iron plate. And the shape of the victim's burn mark. Told you it was a bull. Or a perfect match.
Whoa! Naruhodo, you're really something else. Except this was kind of obvious.
Oh, he's right. Therefore, we can assume that the victim received a burn mark at Laquantos.
But even if that may be true, it doesn't mean he was burnt on the day of the murder. Surely it was on the day before the crime, or the day before that, or any other unrelated day.
Well, you see,
Bad news, Prosecutor Ouchie. The chances of that are incredibly low.
Sogi.
But why would that be? Look at how clearly the burn shows on skin. A burn like this would have sent the restaurant into an uproar. Uproar. Detective Hosonaga, what are your thoughts?
An injury of such severity could not possibly slip by without causing a bit of a fuss.
That can't be. The wound appears to be fresh. He was burned recently.
That's me, babe. That wound appears to be fresh. He was burnt recently.
Oh, yeah.
Says Hosanna.
For a second, I was like, what?
And while the wound was indeed small, it left a distinct burn mark, meaning this was an especially severe burn. Meaning? No, don't sentence me to death, sir. For example, oh yes, let me give you the conditions that would have to be present for a burn like that to form. You would have to press against the hot surface for that at least 3 seconds at 90 degrees Celsius. It's very specific.
One probably wouldn't be able to help but let out a scream from the pain.
I've been undercover at Laquantis for weeks, and I have never heard any screams like that. As a waiter of the restaurant in question, I can comfortably assure you of that.
Weren't you focusing on your detective work?
Sir, indeed. That is why it's so strange. I agree with Detective Hosonaga. If you were to press your skin down on such a hot plate, it would have cried out in pain. It's just human instinct.
But the detective didn't hear any scream. That's weird.
What's even stranger, on that day, I didn't hear anything like that either.
What?
If he had just accidentally dropped his hand on the hot plate for 3 seconds.
Can you really call it an accident if you leave it there for 3 whole seconds?
At the time, the witnesses were me, the soldier, the antique shop owner. Needless to say, all of us would have heard a scream if that happened. Isn't that right, pure prosecutor?
Huh? Well, yes, that's true.
Then it begs the question, why did none of us hear Professor Watson scream?
No, Hodo. Where are you getting it?
I can't believe this. Even I had no idea we would reach this kind of conclusion.
But wait,
But it seems like that all of us.
wait, before you continue on her. What do you think it is?
He was poisoned beforehand. Right?
I'm not saying anything. I just wanted to hear it.
Okay, cool. Metal Gear.
Middle Gear.
May have fallen victim to an inconceivable trap. I can only think of one possible explanation for this contradiction. When the professor burned his wrist, he was already dead.
Yeah.
Even when his wrist was pressed onto the hot iron plate, he still managed to be silent. A scenario like that would be impossible. That is, if we ignore the obvious implication.
The obvious implication? Do you mean maybe what?
Yes, he must have already been dead.
Already?
Dead?
There's no other way to see it at this point. On that day, when the beefsteak was brought to Professor Watson's dining table, the professor was already dead.
Bum bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
What? No, how? It can't be!
She poisoned the water.
Order! 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 Just what in heaven's name does this mean? Haven't we been operating on the assumption that the victim was killed by a gunshot?
Indeed so, Your Honor. Don't be misled. That student's outrageous claims are nothing but nonsensical attempts to twist the truth. One twisting the truth is you, prosecutor. How so? We have established a time when the professor burned his wrist at La Cuantos. The reality of this incident has already changed completely. Do you not understand? Your Honor, we demand further testimony. If the victim had been dead long before the sound of that gunshot, then there's a possibility that the witness knew about that fact.
Oh, this is beyond my wildest imagination! Like, what the fuck is going on, man? Am I tripping balls or what? I would have never thought this trial would be a twist after twist after twist after twist. And we keep twisting, doing the boogie. Do the twist again, like we did last summer. Oh, do the twist
Judge.
again.
Please, come back here.
Sorry,
Stop twisting.
I'm just made to
Doing it.
boogie, you know? Like
But
the
we're in
old
the middle
days.
of a trial.
Sorry,
Witness.
let's continue. Sorry to ask you this, Miss Brett. But you'll have to give up on your prior arrangements.
Are you mad?
While our country's judicial system may be immature, we cannot pass a verdict with so many clear doubts remain.
Your Honor. Did he just laugh?
Oh. Yes, of course. Ah. I'll happily consent to your demand.
So she does speak Japanese.
Yep. For the sake of your empire and mine, for the friendship we share with the Empire of Japan. And he's so shocked. Everyone's shocked. Oh, Miss Brett, did you just speak Japanese? Of course, you nimwit. I have been studying here, you know. Oh, certainly. I know the language. Which kind of exchange student doesn't? I would have to be an absolute idiot. I didn't even say anything. I just let you guys think what you want.
Like, that's super suspicious. Like, why would you do that? It's so dumb.
And why did we need a translator? I'm so confused.
Because I was just messing with you. Queen's English. English is the most beautiful language of all.
Fuck off, lady. This is a fucking courtroom. Can't make jokes
English,
like
I
that.
want to speak it.
Jeez Louise, lady.
A lady would never stoop to dirtying her lips with other ugly languages unless she had to.
This is a courtroom. Have you no respect?
No. It would seem that gentlemen in this land want for his chivalrous spirit. As such, I am rendered no choice but to speak for myself. Oh, you really are a proper British lady. The extent of your goodwill spreads as wide as the great ocean.
Very well. Still think you're really rude, though. Miss Brad, the court requests that you give additional testimony. And please just say it this time, Jesus. Ugh. Tell us what you know, the circumstances surrounding the victim's death.
So she's finally willing to speak for herself. This is where our fight really begins, Naruhodo.
Another testimony. The
Yep.
victim's death.
And we're only on part 2 of this first case. Unfortunately, I do not know when the professor burned himself. I simply enjoyed my beefsteak and shared a toast with him. Remember? I heard the postmortem states that he was killed with a gun.
No, you said you saw me shoot him.
Same thing. What else can I say? If there exists a way to kill without leaving a trace, then show me. But your inexperienced investigators couldn't possibly produce any new evidence. Surely.
And don't call me Shirley.
I'll call anyone Shirley. Judge, your name is now Shirley.
God damn it, lady. Now I have to go on with my life named Shirley. This is going to be a real treat. Anyway, that was the most beautiful testimony that has ever graced this court. Beautiful. I still think you're kind of an ass, though.
You're giving way too much praise. Whoa, sentences.
I hope this to be the final time I'm forced to speak in this barbaric language.
Rude.
I do sincerely apologize if I have offended.
Apology not accepted.
Dang. Not at all. Being blessed with such words fills me with joy. I knew all along that the burn mark had nothing to do with. I'm sure your Minister of Justice would love to hear all about today's trial. Minister of Justice? I'd like to see that the bothersome hoodlum of a student over there receives an increased punishment for his substantiated accusations. Amen.
Gee, thanks. Did she just say amen? Like I was going to prison for life anyway, so I guess it's death row for me.
Speaking of bothersome, we're ready for the next cross-examination. I'm sure you've already noticed that this bothersome hoodlum is actually quite exceptional.
I don't know how long Danganronpa is.
You shouldn't need reminding that this will be your final chance at a cross-examination. Because, afterwards you will be, sent to jail or death. Either way, should there be no issues with the following testimony,
Well, I have a few.
then this will be truly the conclusion of the trial. Do you understand, Mr. Attorney, sir?
What are you looking at, Anya?
Hmm?
What are you looking at?
Oh, I was looking at some text.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No
For my
worries.
editors.
I'm just curious. Yes, Your Honor.
Very well then, you may proceed with the cross-examination.
The victim's death. Fortunately, I do not know when the professor burned himself. I simply enjoyed my beefsteak and shared a toast with him. Remember? I heard the post-mortem states he was killed with a gun. What else could I say? If there exists a way to kill without leaving a trace, then please show it to me. And it's just a meek statement. I wanna press this. You heard in the postmortem state that he was killed with a gun. You said before you saw it happen. Shot of a point-blank range, bled to death, receiving a single bullet to the chest, instantly passed through the body. Right, that tells us, I guess, enough.
I don't think we have to present anything.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. I was just curious what it said again.
Oh, just looking at it.
Yeah, it was a little while ago that we saw it, so
Yeah.
let's press this because this doesn't make any sense. She said she
Yeah.
saw me shoot him. Sir! That's right. It's written in the report, bled to death after receiving a single bullet.
Yes. Fortunately, humans can die from minuscule burn wounds. And besides that, if no trace of any other cause of death was found on the body, then nothing but the bullet you fired could have killed the victim. But if the burn is for... Oh wait, no, that's you.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry, I was just still swallowing my juice.
Makes sense.
If the burn is from the iron plate, it would have been shortly after it reached the table.
That's right. That's actually me this time. If it had cooled off even a little bit, it wouldn't have been able to leave a burn.
And if the burn did come from touching the plate, then naturally, at the time, he would have already been dead.
However, the reality is that the victim died from a gunshot wound. So long as you have no evidence to refute that, your argument is meaningless.
Indeed, Prosecutor Ouch is correct.
Darn. But that's not what I wanted to press. I wanted to press the fact that she said...
Wait, go to the next statement.
That doesn't say anything.
Wait, no. No.
Let's look at the handbag picture again. There's no poison in this bag. Just checking.
What? I'm just wondering about her choice of words. Like, she's like, you're inexperienced investigator.
Yeah, she's smiting us, but
Yeah, but it's like saying, like, if our investigators were experienced, they would find something.
oh yeah.
Or it could be the previous one. The one before this one.
We'd
Then
need
show
to
it to
have the
me.
poison
Yeah, it could be.
for this to be presented.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense. Maybe the toast? I mean, it's like I said, she probably poisoned him with the drink. But
Yeah. But the question is always how to get there.
mm-hmm.
I think it's one of the last two statements. I feel like.
Yeah, but what? We don't have anything to say about this. 'Cause we don't have any evidence.
Though I guess technically we could, for the last statement, still say like, oh, that's a weird way of saying it.
True, let's try. Sir, what exactly do you mean by inexperienced?
Yeah. In the British Empire, all evidence left at the scene is preserved and investigated by police. In this country, investigations are a one and done affair. Correct. Yes. La Quantos is running business as usual today. That's why, even if the situation changes, you wouldn't be able to file new evidence. And your inexperienced investigators didn't find a single shadow of doubt. Isn't it nice? It's just so, how do I say this? Magnanimous.
What does that mean?
It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, I want to say helpful, but it's not exactly like helpful to a group. Like, gah! That hits right where it hurts. Those words sting, my lady. Like, equal to all.
Uh-huh. Somehow. The prosecutor feels like he's trying to act like a big shot.
I'm pretty sure it's just your imagination.
No, Giselle's testimony just now. Just for a moment, I feel like something was trying to jump out at me. It was the swan. Or Hosonaga died.
What do you think, Naruhodo?
I can't do it. No matter how much I press her, I can't get anything useful.
That's no surprise. She's clearly very stubborn. If we don't take action now, this cross-examination is over.
No. Can't I even find a single clue? Really impossible to tear down this foreign belle's testimony? Hey, Sogi.
What is it, Naruhodo?
there's actually one thing that bothers me.
What bothers you? Is it that lady?
No, it's not her. It's the one next to her, Detective Hosonaga.
The detective. Oh yeah, it showed the dots during the statement 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In that last testimony, I feel like his reaction was pretty unusual. Maybe if I point out the good detective's reaction, it'll spill the beans.
That's it. I've gotten it. Try pressing that lady's final statement one more time.
Huh?
This time, our target isn't that static lady, but rather that detective standing next to her.
Oh, I understand. Sogi must be onto something. I'll try pressing her last statement one more time.
Oh, also, since you asked earlier, my editors from my newspaper have just recently got me a new job. So that's what I was looking at.
Ooh, that's interesting.
With basically a comedian, like a famous comedian is coming. And my editors want to do a preview with him.
Oh, that's cool.
So like find a time to interview and do that.
Heck yeah. Sir, what exactly do you mean by inexperienced?
In the British Empire, all evidence left at the scene is preserved and investigated by. But in this country, investigations are one and done affairs, correct? I'm saying faster because we technically have this.
I know.
Yes, what pointers are random.
That's it. The detective reacted to detailed testimony. Like he reacted. Like how couldn't he have? Couldn't he have seen it coming? It's exactly the same conversation. What?
Yeah. Up until a short while ago, that detective was on the witness stand as her interpreter. But now, the situation has changed completely. Detective Posanaga is now in a position to listen to her testimony. Maybe this is the chance we've been waiting for.
What do you mean?
Whenever someone takes the stand to testify, they try not to show any weaknesses. However, when listening to someone else's words, they let their guard down. I love
see.
how they're just frozen now.
Yeah, he's completely lost in thought. Like we're just having our casual conversation right here.
Now, why don't we try questioning that detective?
Question?
Naruhodo, have a look at the bottom screen.
Fourth wall.
Naruhodo's like, what?
Why is there a screen on my dick?
Right now, the lady testifying is our focus.
Focus.
If we slide this cursor, we can look at someone else. It's called turning our head.
Wow, amazing.
Then, while you're looking at another person, the option to question will appear. pushing them while their guard is down might give you some new information.
This is the longest tutorial ever.
I know, right? If anything seems strange, don't hesitate to change your focus. Remember that.
Does every Ace Attorney have such a long tutorial?
I feel like the later the game, the longer the tutorial is, because the games keep introducing
New mechanics.
Yeah. Because the first game, as I said, the first trial was like 20
Super
minutes
short.
long.
Yeah.
Because all you need to know how to do is the testimony cross-examination stuff and how to present evidence and stuff, which was like the first part of this trial. But now we're learning all this extra stuff that wasn't there before. Because in the first game, you couldn't like examine objects. You couldn't like turn them to see if there's new things. You couldn't like point out new things in them. Like you couldn't really do much in terms of the details. It was mostly just, here's the testimony, you can press or present evidence, and that was basically it. And so that's pretty like not hard to catch on to. But as the games have gone on, new mechanics have been introduced where it's like you can look at evidence, you can do special other things. Like in Ace Attorney 4, there's like a mechanic, because the main character has the ability to tell if someone's lying because of like their ticks that they make, like their action ticks. So like if they're tapping on like their cheek or something as like a tick, that might suggest that they're lying. Then you could check that by like going into a special mode. And that's just one of many examples. And so the tutorials just keep getting longer.
Yeah, I get it. Let's question them.
Hang on. What on earth? Sorry, I didn't think I would startle you that much.
Oh, I completely bypassed his defenses. This technique is more powerful than I thought.
You almost killed him.
Pretty much.
Now, it seemed like you were deep in thought about something. Maybe the lovely lady next to you remembers something.
If there's anything you'd like to say, please tell us.
What? Just what is this? Did you forget who's testifying right now? If you have no problem with what she said, then this cross-examination is over.
Okay.
That's not going to fly. What? As long as he is still on the stand, Detective Posanaga still qualifies as a witness.
Also, he's directly related to the case too.
Detective Posanaga?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything you say regards testimony just now?
Very well then. If Your Honor must ask, I do believe I have something. It is true that the Imperial Police's investigation is still in spirit. inexperienced compared to Britain. But I, myself, Hosonaga, I live my life by the motto, if you plan to investigate, do it to the utmost perfection. Perfection? Therefore I, myself, Hosonaga, took from the crime scene everything I could get my hands on, like a kleptomaniac. I steal every single piece of evidence ever conceived in any case I ever worked on. I'm pretty much a giant criminal. Lock me up now, please. Here are my hands.
That's great.
All in the name of crime scene preservation. Call me a crime scene thief if you must, but I still did it. Crime scene thief?
Her insults must have struck a nerve somewhere deep within the detective. I don't think it was that deep. It just struck a nerve.
Probably. Yeah, like that left ear. Left ear
Hey,
ASMR.
Cud.
Hi, Cud. How are you? We're making some progress, and yes, this game looks amazing. Especially like the inside wind that keeps Sogi's headband to flow. It's very good.
Yeah, it's very magical.
Did
It's
you
the
read this,
special ability.
or did I just forget? Right, we did this. For
Yeah.
example, this. Oh no! That's... Isn't that... This is the bottle of carbonated water I brought to the victim's table that day. Now, 3 days later, it's just regular water because the carbon has escaped. But it was once carbonated water. Let no one say otherwise. It looks like there's still some water left in that bottle. I swear, in this imminent new age, our country's police will become the world's best. I, Hosonaga, believe that with my very heart and soul.
I don't understand the witness himself, but I understood his claim. The court accepts that beautiful glass bottle as evidence. Ha ha! Carbonated water has been filed in the court record. But if I may, Miss Giselle, is this without a doubt what the victim was drinking with you that day?
Yes. That very glass bottle.
I feel like just now. Looks like she tried to avert her eyes.
She actually did.
Very well then, let us back to the cross-examination. Detective, please. Try to keep yourself together, man. You look like a mess.
All right. La, 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 la. No, next. No, next. No, next. There we go. Present.
Shouldn't we?
Show me the money.
Wait, we should probably examine it first.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good idea.
I mean, there might be nothing.
This label is written in a foreign language that I've never. What does it say, Sogi?
It appears to be French. This is some kind of luxury item.
What does it say?
Go to France and ask them.
I've just been
I
there.
don't know
Should
French.
have given me the bottle. You could have just said you didn't know.
Wait, can we see the inside?
At the time, Professor Watson was drinking the carbonated water.
There's still a little bit left, but it's probably flat by now.
Oh, speaking of which, my throat is a little dry. Maybe I should drink some of this to soothe my throat? Well, have fun poisoning yourself.
No, no, no! Don't, no. You're an idiot! At the very you shouldn't drink the evidence for our case.
Yeah, you're right after all. We don't know if there's anything in it.
You're always full of surprises.
Oh, it's carbonated water. I don't know if there's anything in it. I wonder.
What's wrong, Naruhodo? You went silent all of a sudden.
Maybe. Just found another possibility. Bling.
Hmm?
Presento. Sir!
This is the glass bottle from earlier. I remember it very clearly, like it was yesterday.
What's today, sir?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
Judge, are you okay?
No, I need dinner. I skipped lunch, you know.
There's only one way the victim could have been killed without leaving a trace. Of course, that would be poison.
Poison. Poison?
That day, Professor Watson took a drink of this carbonated water. The liquid inside the bottle could have easily contained poison. And when the professor drank it, that's when he died.
Order, order in my court.
Who could have poisoned his drink? Maybe it was someone sitting at his table. Only one person fits that description, of course, and that person would be Miss Giselle Brett. You poisoned John Watson.
You little! How dare you make such wild, baseless conjecture? Even a mere college student like you should understand the position our empire is in. We only just signed the Japanese-Anglo Alliance Treaty. Do you intend to destroy this historical relationship with your mad accusation? This is no place for politics. This is a court to judge criminal sin. What are you saying? Where she's from is irrelevant. Whether she's guilty or not is all that matters. Which should be obvious. Excuse me. May I interject? Ouchie. The one who should be silenced is you. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Ooh, get boomed on.
Yes, ma'am.
And just starts crying.
Tears of sorrow.
What in the world? Suddenly the air feels so tense.
Please excuse my earlier remark. I fear it was quite rude. I sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart.
What remark could you be referring to?
I called the Japanese police inexperienced. But even in their lack of experience, I'm sure they at least conducted a proper investigation. Surely they investigated whether or not this bottle was laced with poison.
Of course we did. Huh? As I had stated earlier, I, Hosonaga, always strive for perfection. It's my life's goal. Then? It wasn't the bottle. It was the steak.
Oh my gosh.
Naturally, we've inspected the contents of this glass bottle.
My word! And what of the results?
After analyzing it, all the poisons known to our country, our conclusion is...
I can't believe you jumped to that.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
That this carbonated drink contains no poison whatsoever.
I just think you're a genius.
Why,
What?
thank you.
Are you absolutely sure?
That's the conclusion reached by the Chief Imperial Medical Inspector himself. What? What?
Please allow me to express my sincere gratitude to the people of this country. They so graciously proved my innocence. I am truly in your debt. Of course we did, but it's all part of the job. Why do I do this voice? Of course we did, but it's all part of the job, milady. No thanks necessary,
I like
milady.
Malady. I tip my hat to you. How could this be?
This is ridiculous. If he was poisoned, then all the pieces of the puzzle would fit together perfectly.
It would seem that all has been made clear with this cross-examination. No, what the hell am I talking about? He still died before the gunshot was... Like, what am I even saying? We still don't know how he died.
Well, it's still guilty until proven innocent. If I could talk.
Other than this pistol, there were no available means to murder the professor, but we already concluded that he was already dead before he was shot.
Yeah, but
Therefore-
because it's a guilty before proven innocent system, you have to have the evidence to prove that a person is innocent. Like, the proof of innocence has to be there. If the proof isn't there, then it doesn't matter if there's, like, things left,
Yeah, I get that.
unanswered.
But still.
Because the evidence isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of the main issue that's brought in the series, which is apparently also a big issue in Japan, at least from what
I
I've
can
heard.
imagine. That would be horrible. That would mean a lot of people are in prison, which probably not.
Yeah. It basically means that... Oh, and that leads to the second reason, which is that there's no jury.
We don't have a jury here either.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I think you told me this last time.
Mm-hmm.
When I told you this, that was the second reason, is that there's no jury, which causes more issues. So it's the guilty before proven innocent, and then the no jury. when you combine both of those two things together, you get this, which
Mm-hmm.
is where it's obvious that a person is maybe not guilty, but it doesn't matter because you haven't proven them innocent.
True. Like, our legal system works like it's innocent until proven guilty. So it's the other way around in Japan, but there's no jury. And that system, I think, works pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it works better than a jury. Juries are kind of
Yeah.
stupid. You know, they're easily swayed. They're not professional.
Yeah. Well, that's why there's that one movie, 12 Angry Men, which was about that. About like the importance of trying to be open-minded and not letting your biases cloud your judgment. Because that whole movie actually takes place like basically in the jury room where they have to decide whether a person is innocent or guilty.
They have to decide unanimous, right?
Yeah. But then one guy is just like, well, this is a country where a person is innocent until proven guilty. And in my opinion, there isn't enough evidence to suggest that this person is guilty. Like, there's some things left
I
unsolved.
think I've seen
And-
that movie.
Yeah. It's a famous movie. It's like a famous old movie. I think it has like Henry Fonda in it.
I don't quite remember, but the premise sounds really familiar.
Yeah. I had to watch it for a journalism class.
See. That's interesting.
But it basically points out about this. Like the importance of those kinds of things. Oh,
Yeah.
Azure, you've seen it? Nice.
I had another thought which I wanted to share, but it's gone now, so
Oh no! I'm sorry.
let's continue anyway. It was about the jury thing, so. Anyway,
Therefore, the one who committed the crime can only be the defendant who was holding the weapon in his own hand.
well, there's no hope.
No hope at all. I do deeply apologize for taking up your time, Miss Brett.
Don't worry about it. As long as everyone knows the truth.
Defense, there's one thing I would like to confirm with you. Do you have any other new evidence that you wish to present? Sogi.
I'm sorry, Road. We have nothing left. Well then, I will take my leave of you all. Oh, it's her. I must ask for your patience.
Music change. I remember her. She was with Grandpa.
I'm your niece.
Who was that? Order in my courtroom.
I'm deeply sorry for interrupting this trial. I am a legal assistant. My name is Susato Mikotoba.
Oh, she actually is called Mikotoba. Mikotoba? That's Grandpa's name. She appeared calm and dignified in our desperate final moments. In her hands, she held a small bag enveloped in cloth. To be continued.
And now we're on to the final part.
Well, I think this is the perfect time to stop for today.
Yep.
If we can do a part like each stream, that will be okay. Perfecto.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leaves us at
And
a
it would
good
make things
conclusion.
easier, like, for keeping track of things too.
Yeah.
So that it's not like stopping in the middle of a part or that.
No, I want to go back to the title screen. Back to title. Yes. So we can hear that sweet, sweet music.
Nice.
Now I saved, right? Better save again, just to be sure.
Yeah.
Give me that sweet music. Hell yes. Oh, that was a good one. I enjoyed that so
Yeah.
much.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm looking already forward to the next one.
Yep. Yeah, this series is one of my favorite game series.
Such a good time.
Yeah. This is like, I don't know, I've been into this series for like years. It's a long time fave of mine. I think I've played like almost all the games.
Mhm.
So it kind of has the special place in my heart.
Mhm.
So I'm glad that you're finally getting to play it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yee.
Yeah.
And it's also pretty fun to play one that hasn't been released here.
Mhm. Mhm.
I would say that this translation is really good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like, sometimes you get a patch, and then there's like so many like weird errors or
Yeah,
whatever.
translation errors and everything.
Yeah. But this one is pretty good. Like, especially since it's a fan translation.
Yeah, apparently the first two trials are extensively rewritten, and the rest of them are just translated. So it might dip in quality a little bit when we get to trial 3, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. We'll have to see. Yeah, I think once we get to the end of the translation, we can switch to maybe a different Ace Attorney game.
Well, the whole game is translated.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 5
Oh,
episodes.
yeah. I think
Well,
we had this conversation.
Yeah, the only problem is that the translation that we're running now is only 4 episodes because I couldn't get the 5 to work, but I can mess with that a little bit more to try and get it to
Yeah.
run. But like, I think it's called Team Scarlet. They are now busy translating the second grade Ace Attorney. So.
Ooh, that's awesome. Because I
Yeah.
haven't seen that one yet.
That'll come out someday.
Yee.
Well, it'll be episodical like this one. We'll have to wait.
Yeah. Well, but we have plenty of games to go through.
That's true.
Like a lot.
We have a lot.
Because there's the original Ace Attorney. And then there's the second one of the original trilogy. Of course, the third one of the original. And then there's the fourth game, which is Apollo Justice.
Mhm.
And then there's some side games, like the investigation game, which there's Investigations 1 and Investigation 2, which focuses on a different character. And then there's the new Ace Attorney game, which have been coming out recently. That
games.
continue the story from Ace Attorney 4. So
Oh,
there's a lot.
that is a lot.
Plenty of content.
Heck yes. So, now that we're at the end of the stream, who do we want to raid?
Yeah, I gotta check who's like doing stuff. 'Cause I
Garbaggio's
honestly
still
don't know.
playing RE7, but going from this
Oh,
to RE7, I don't know. Would people be into that?
I think they would. I mean, it's technically like, yes, it's a completely different genre,
Mm-hmm.
but
Let's do it. Let's raid Garbaggio. Give him a good big old raid.
yeah, the way to go.
It's the way to go. The way to do it. Shouldn't have any ads because I am subbed to.
Yeah, I'm punk and I.
Pause that real quick. And with all that said, it's time to say goodbye. I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Yosoi, for the raid. As always, thank you, my dude. Very appreciated. Everyone, go follow Anya. It's important.
Yeah, and everyone go follow Mark too. Yeah,
I'm at
thank
a
you
loss of
guys
words.
all for watching. We love y'all. Every one of you.
My tiredness is running me down right now.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's hitting me like a truck at the moment. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to say anymore. So.
I just always
have
say,
only
like, I
time.
love all of you, make a lot of heart signs, be like, yay, we're raiding, love you guys. Hope you guys will come with us next time on our next adventure of more of the Great Ace Attorney.
Oh yes, next time, because a little behind the scene thing, I will be gone for a week from Friday to Thursday, so maybe. And the raid popped. Whoops.
Whoops.
I'll just throw it on the Discord.
Yeah, we'll put all the information there.
Yeah.
Yeah, love y'all. Bye bye.
Bye bye. So maybe next Friday.
But the Converses are the most uncomfortable shoes to wear. I am.